Arrowhead went to China.
风不为财，梁山伯为主义才。大爱太太太，大爱太太。
Ni hao, China. We have a mission here in Shanghai. Matthias, what's our mission in Shanghai? We're going to do a democratic conversation tonight. Democratic conversation surrounded by awesome stuff and awesome fans. We love Shanghai. So far, we've met some really passionate fans. I'm holding arguably one of the coolest 3D printed teddy bears I've ever seen. We've got questions we're going to answer from the community. We've got some cool stuff we're going to release. We have some things we're going to give away to people. Oh, well, we've got there. Dun, 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 dun. Question. Compared with nerfing overpowered weapons, many players feel that a PvE game should focus more on buffing weaker weapons. How does the development team view this?
That's a very interesting one.
Feisty question right there.
It's a live service game, so it's something we're constantly evaluating, looking at, talking to players. Sometimes we get it spot on, just right, and sometimes we don't. So this is something that we're continuing to work on, and of course we want to know what you players have to say about it. So
Absolutely. If you're out there and you have feelings, send them our way. We want to hear them. We want to hear what you guys are feeling about the game, and we want to do better and make sure that we're including your feedback. So let yourself be heard.
Okay, so judging by how this was responded with, it seems like Arrowhead is genuinely trying to make a change in order to communicate with players more and take more of our feedback on board. So, you know what? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I know they've gone against us a lot of times and they've said they're doing everything, but it seems like now, especially recently with the fact that they had to delay the patch update, when they could have just said nothing, they actually told us why. I think that's some evidence to actually show that Arrowhead is actually trying to change and give us more communication from a studio to player-based side. So if you guys have issues with balances or suggest balances that are like, I don't know, mathematically proven or something, if you've got formulas that you want to show Arrowhead to on why this weapon should be balanced like this and why this enemy should be nerfed, then feel free to send it to Arrowhead because they might actually do something about it now, given that they're seemingly more focused on player feedback now.
Will the new player tutorial be improved in the future so that new divers can get up to speed more quickly? This is such a Matthias question. MVP, what are you thinking?
yeah, this is something that we're looking at quite actively right now, and it's I would say it's more than a tutorial. It's what we call the first-time user experience, something we really want to improve and develop and get more new players really interested into the game. So yeah, this is what we're working on.
You will be seeing lots of new ways to get in the game, involve your friends in the game in the future.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff happening. How does the development team balance the experience between casual players and hardcore players? Well, I can safely say that we love both the hardcore and the casual. And as somebody who really has a hard time playing at level 6 and above,
Seems like Arrowhead doesn't really play Helldivers 2 that much, which, to be fair, they have a whole player base that they use just specifically for testing the game before they actually push stuff out to the public, so...
I enjoy my casual romps, but I know that you can play at a little bit of a tougher level from time to time.
I don't know about that, but if you say so. Yeah, so I mean, of course, we want to be able to make this a super cool game for every player type, whether you're playing every day or more rarely. And of course, that's the aim with the designs we do, of course. So, and we have the difficulty selection system for that. I think our aim is to make this a super cool, interesting experience for all skill levels.
Yeah, welcoming all players has been something that we've really seen, and the studios really embraced the idea that there are players that perhaps we didn't expect to be getting into Helldivers that are getting into Helldivers. We want them all to have a good time, and so being able to balance that is the act that the studio is definitely undertaking.
I think it's going to be hard for Arrowhead to release an update to better cater to newer players and for that first-time user experience they're talking about. Because if they do that, then people who are more progressed in the game are going to feel left out of not getting any extensions onto the game. So all these new users get all this new stuff, but all the old players don't get all this new stuff for them either. So I think the best choice for Arrowhead would be to wait and to develop it behind the scenes, so they've got both the first time user experience developed and they've also got the older player experience, so like people who are level 150. So then both player bases, whether you're in the middle, start or end, can all get something to work forward towards and to introduce themselves to new parts of the game and actually have more and actually be able to put more effort into the game as well. I think that'd be a good idea for Arrowhead to just release them both at the same time.
Will Helldivers 2 introduce more substantial free rewards in future holiday events? The man sitting to my left has all the answers.
I have a very short answer. Yes.
Yes.
There's lots more interesting, cool stuff that players are going to be able to earn. That's not going to cost anything. You're pointing at one cool thing. We'll see. There's definitely more cool free stuff coming. I can say that.
I bear. Some players believe that the outcomes of major galactic war events are predetermined. Is that true? Of course not. Look, broadly speaking, there are certain things that we want players to experience. We want certain directions, but there is always a win-lose ratio on anything that the players do.
Yeah.
Matthias?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is entirely player controlled. It's a key part of the game, something we'll never back down on, even if it is challenging for the team sometimes to work with. But that's just, we think this is super critical to the fun of the game.
And there are guys in the Stockholm office who truly are the game masters, who are running around, and you can ask them what's going on, and they work crazy hours to keep up with everything that's happening, and they really are playing with the community, which is a fantastic thing that we're all very excited about.
Okay, this is interesting as well, because that means that in some situations we may have actually been able to win and absolutely change the Galactic War, or we already have, like Super Earth. We could have very much lost that. It was entirely possible that if no one played the game, we would have lost Super Earth, and I suppose the Second Galactic War would have ended. But I also feel like Arrowhead wouldn't have made it that easy for us to lose. Like, there would have been some caveat in it, or some Deus Ex Machina that just brings Super Earth back, maybe on a different planet, in a different galaxy, and we do it all over again. Something like that. But this is interesting because it shows that in some situations, yes, Arrowhead's like, okay, you will lose this. Like how I added that caption there, Cyberstand, because if we just won Cyberstand, the automatons would be wiped out, which can't be a thing. I think it was just a showcase for the new stuff that they're introducing into the game, much like the Illuminate aggregators now.
In the future, will enemies from different factions interact with each other, or even join forces to attack? This is an on-the-spot kind of question where you're just there and you're thinking to yourself, how do I answer this?
Yeah.
Look, the fact that we're not saying no should tell you a lot of things, because if it's a left or a right, we're definitely not saying that it's a no. I think there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to happen around all sorts of elements, like, you know, whether it's the planets that you're going to, the places that you're fighting, and also who's coming along to help. That's a good answer.
Yeah, you leave it there.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Will the enemies ever return to Super Earth, giving us a defensive campaign to fight?
That's up to the players to defend the planet, right? We'll see. You know, don't let enemies come close, and do your best and rally around the fight, and maybe we can keep them away. They certainly want to.
They certainly want to. But realistically, Super Earth is out there, still in the universe, so it'll definitely be part of the Galactic War, and you're going to see more of it.
No, nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. We've got a lot of managed democracy to spread.
Yeah.
Will sidearms or stratagems be customizable or upgradable in the future? I have it on good authority, Matthias, that you have an entire team working feverishly on such exciting things.
So a big focus for us right now in development is adding more interesting systems to the game that can add depth. And we're looking at all kinds of aspects that we could add more for the players to explore and progress through. I mean, these two categories are definitely on the table. There's lots of stuff we're looking into.
And I think it's also something we hear, that there is a lot of appetite for these kind of things, so we absolutely explore. When feedback comes, it doesn't fall on deaf ears. Sometimes it can feel like we don't immediately respond to it, but we're definitely looking into it. And of course, it is a live service game, and we have many, many, many years ahead of us. So of course, we're planning for that as well.
Yeah. Big focus for us right now.
When shaping the world of Helldivers 2, what games, films, or TV shows did the team draw inspiration from? I can say that there are a lot of folks at the Arrowhead studio who definitely like blockbusters that took place in the 80s and 90s. You can think of all these kind of classic action movies that just are filled with the most bombastic scenes, the coolest heroes doing the most awesome stuff. A lot of that is inspiration because we want to pay homage to the things that really meant a lot to us throughout all the way to the current era of movies and games. But it's a lot about being able to translate the fantasy of what the player is going to be able to have that experience, how they're going to be able to partake in something, whether it be a cool mech or an amazing gun, or taking down an experience that can be celebrated with your friends.
Yeah. Anything involving aliens, spaceships, mechanized walkers, I think, all of that comes into it.
And I had to say this, it's difficult to sit here and look at this the whole time and not grab it.
It's a little bit distracting.
And play with this. So, yeah. But lots of inspiration there. Are there any games currently on the market whose live service model or overall approach the team thinks Helldivers could learn from? We're so honored to be mentioned in the same breath as some of the most fantastic live service games out there. And of course, the team, the studio, plays lots of games, including Helldivers 2 and many other live service games. So we're constantly looking and discussing. Sometimes it can be passionate discussions. What do we like?
We're all gamers, right?
Yeah.
We're all playing quite a lot of games. So yeah, we're taking it all in.
Yeah, it's also a really exciting time in live services as people figure out what is the right cadence, what is the right process. And we're also learning. 2 years old sounds old, but at the same time, it's incredibly young, and we have long plans. So there's lots for us to get excited about.
Yeah.
Lots for the fans to get excited about. So stick around. Outside of Helldivers 2, what games do members of the development team usually play in their own time? My desk is right next to a room with a huge table in it. Massive, and I get to watch people playing tabletop games there on the regular. There is so much tabletop gaming, so much kind of role-play gaming that takes place. A lot of people playing trading card games. It feels like you can't really find anybody that doesn't have a foot in one of these kind of different areas.
Did you know I beat our CEO at Magic the Gathering once?
I feel like he might challenge you on that because I feel like that could be a salty subject.
It's a wound.
Yeah, Shams, if you're listening to this, I feel like we should do a rematch. I'm willing to set that up.
Yeah. And we're just huge gamers and aficionados of gaming culture in general. I think we got a whole library full of tabletop role-playing games. Yeah, you can't miss it when you're in our office. And
you see so much of that kind of DNA in the way that Helldivers kind of is role-playing with the community at a large scale, and it's something that we are constantly, both happy, but we're also figuring out what is the next phase, how does that go? And there's a lot of cool stuff that maybe we can't talk about completely, but campaigns are definitely some exciting stuff in the future. I think that is going to be well worth players' time and excitement. Oh, we're already at the last question. It's disappointing. Start making up some questions in a second. I like pina coladas. I'm Aries, and I'm taking this bear home with me. No. We heard that Arrowhead Dice and EA are neighbors in the same building. Do the teams interact or exchange ideas with each other regularly? It is true. We have some really, really awesome neighbors that we're all very proud to be in the same part of Stockholm with. And lots of the guys within our studio have friends in other studios. Stockholm isn't a big city, definitely not by comparison to Shanghai. So a lot of people know each other, maybe it be socially or just friends of friends. And as we've mentioned before, there's a lot of passion about gaming. So we're always discussing both each other's games, but also just things that we like. So lots of good conversations.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we have a lot of studios in Sweden in general, and Stockholm in particular. So lots of fandom going on, playing each other's games and discussing it.
Absolutely. I got no more questions. High five.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, you shouldn't have. Oh. This is too much. Thank you so much. I salute. This
Incredible.
is amazing, guys.
My feelings.
Show me your feelings.
My feelings. Oh, wow, we have here. It goes this way.
Friend.
Oh, look at this. Yes, it's the armor. It's the Year the Horse.
That is amazing.
This is so cool.
Gorgeous.
So cool.
Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. We're going to hang this directly on the wall in Stockholm, and we will take a picture and share it with everybody where we find the correct place for it.
The perfect place for this.
And we should also get the members of the community to sign it. That'd be cool. Ready? Matthias, I think it's time to unravel this beautiful. Oh, I see some faces. Guys, this is awesome. There's Johan. I can see feel it. Hang on a second.
Yeah, it looks.
Wait a minute.
I think that might be the one.
This is fantastic. Sitting here, looking at this in Shanghai. Thank you so much, guys. This is awesome. This is definitely going on the wall back in Stockholm.
Amazing.
Obviously, I mean, the pesky Illuminates, I don't know how we feel about that, but we'll let him in this photo. It looks like a selfie.
Just this time.
Maybe propaganda.
Yeah, could be.
Dun, 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 dun. Matthias, join me in standing, brother. We have here something very special. Let's unwrap.
How do we?
If you take the corner there,
Yeah.
and I take this one,
Yeah. Should work.
should work. If the powers.
Like that.
Oh,
Look at this.
it is happening. That is utterly
Wow.
amazing. Now, obviously, we could wear this, but I would say it's probably even better if a brave diver comes and joins us. You want to come in, good sir? Look at this. All right,
You
let's.
do the honors.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. No, you're not gonna get in this thing. You are the
Chris
best.
does a great job.
Yeah,
Yourself.
all of my learns are just singing away, having a good time. This is fantastic. This is amazing.
Okay, that's all, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Tell me what you thought about this Q&A in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.